Big announcement here. Our second book, our sophomore book, Lady Secrets, Real, Raw, and Ridiculous Confessions of Womanhood, is available now for pre-order. Head over to theladygang.com/secrets to pre-order your book now. We're so excited about this. Thank you to our community who submitted all of their deepest, darkest secrets. And there's a couple sprinkled in there from yours truly and the other two dum-dums on this podcast. We love you guys so much for your support. We're so excited for you guys to read this. Head on over and order Lady Secrets at theladygang.com/secrets.
Well, what is this?
Welcome to the Lady Gang.
That's amazing. Say that again.
The Lady Gang.
Things are about to change around here.
Each week we catch up with Hollywood's hottest girl posse, Kelty Knight, Becca Tobin, and Jack Vanek.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Lady Gang. I am Becca Tobin here with Jack Vanek and Kelty Knight.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here today.
Are you?
Yeah, always. I'm drinking iced tea. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I haven't had a single Diet Coke today.
Well, you wanted a Diet Coke. We were just somewhere that you couldn't get the Diet Coke.
That's true.
I want you to know that I told who we were meeting that you liked Diet Coke, and the note wasn't taken. So,
no way, really? Because she's a health nut.
She's very healthy.
She was like, "You can't. I don't want you to drink."
It's like
that.
she's like, "I'm not going to provide you with the drug."
I know. It's okay.
Enabler.
You know what? But now I don't want to be a snob about it, but since it is having a TikTok moment, now I can't get behind the subpar Diet Cokes. It's really only...
What do you mean the subpar Diet Coke?
like a can of...
Fountain. It's fountain
with good ice.
Big or can.
You can't do a bottle of Coke.
Can't do a bottle.
Ew.
I can't even do a
So
glass
gross.
one. It's just nasty. So
Can't
it's
do
like...
glass
Do you know what I
Coke?
can
Those
do
are
a
the
bottle
best.
of? Diet Dr. Pepper.
Gross.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
But people do write me and say, I feel like this about Dr. Pepper. So I do feel like
Dr. Pepper,
Diet Coke and Dr. Pepper are both similar in their addiction.
people do love that. Feel passionately. Zach loves it.
I feel passionately about a regular Coke. I probably drink
Ew.
regular Coke as much as Kelty drinks Diet Coke.
That's not true.
I drink...
You could drink 6 in a day.
I don't drink as much. I don't drink as much. My Coke drinking is the same as my milk drinking. Like, I only want a little
Specific.
bit, but I know I just want a little bit. But I can't have a meal. Like, I can't have a sandwich. I can't have...
Without a little Coke.
Yeah, I need a Coke with my...
You're the
or an alcoholic drink.
So you're the person they made those tiny half Cokes for, where I was like,
Yes.
who the hell would ever want half a Coke?
Jack.
Me and my mom. I got it from... That's
Why don't you just
definitely
share a
genetic.
Coke? Why don't you share Coke?
Because then
I
it's
cannot drink regular Coke.
it's so good.
So sweet.
It's so sweet.
But no, once you you just have to get over the threshold of
Right.
thinking it's gross. Like, I don't want to bring you to that side,
Yes.
but
I don't
it's
think
really
it's
delicious.
I don't think it's going to be something I work on.
If you want to, I can be your shaman.
Come to the dark
Guide me.
side.
I can guide you into the definite dark side.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
To party, it's time for...
Good week.
Yes, it is.
Bad week. Oh, no.
Who would like to go first?
I'll go.
Okay.
So my good week, and I posted a TikTok about this, so if this is not new for both of you guys, I need your feedback anyways.
Okay.
I was going through the TikToks as I usually do, and sometimes, you get the random people popping up. And Ian Somerhalder popped up on my page, and it said on his thing, from your contacts. So somewhere, some
Do you
way,
have Ian's
along
number?
the line of living, I have Ian Somerhalder's phone number in my phone.
Is it under the contacts Ian, or is it...
I looked under the Ians in my phone, and I have an Ian from Bumble. I have...
Is it him?
No.
Are you sure?
But it's actually the last thing I pulled up is Ian, because I was trying to find... There's Ian with a Bumble sign. There's Ian, this guy that used to be in the Cab, and another Ian that used to be in a different band. And that's the only Ians I have.
What happens if you type in the number?
I don't know the number.
She doesn't know it.
It just says from your contacts.
Weird.
So now I'm like, what?
What if he got a new phone number and whoever owned his old number is you had their number?
That would be the weirdest
That would be
coincidence.
so weird. So weird.
I don't know what it is, but now I'm trying to rack my brain. I'm like, I feel like I would know.
Yeah.
If I knew him, especially because Lost is one of my favorite TV shows of all time.
I don't think he's on Lost.
Yes, he was. He was on the first 2 seasons of Lost.
Wasn't he on Vampire? Did he die?
He left Lost. His character got killed off of Lost because
How?
he started.
Jog my memory.
I can't remember. I think
Was it the smoke monster?
I know it was before Smoke Monster.
Okay, because that's when Lost got bad. What?
Yeah, no, he was on the first 2 seasons. He was John Locke's understudy. I loved him so much, and that would have been the time.
John Locke had an understudy?
He was like John Locke's
best friend.
He was like learning to love the island like John Locke loved the island.
Oh, okay.
But then he got killed off. I don't need to go into Lost.
Okay.
But that's during the time that I feel like I would have probably met him was during Lost, and I would have known.
You would have remembered.
I would have remembered.
No,
it wasn't like he was a random guy.
I think, excuse me, I think they have started giving out phone numbers too quickly.
Yeah.
Because
that's insane.
There's someone who has my old phone number that I didn't get rid of that long ago. And people keep telling me when I see them in person that they've texted my old number and someone has gotten back to them and being like, oh my God, for the love of God, this is not Becca.
No.
Yes.
That is so insane.
I feel like they shouldn't do it.
There's enough numbers to go around.
There's not enough numbers
It's a
to go around.
917 number, and I think people really want those. They're hot commodity. Because it's like the OG New York number.
Oh.
So I think maybe somebody fought for it real hard. Well, they got what they fought for. They got my old number with a lot of weird fucking people.
Can you fight for a phone number? Is that like something you can do?
Yes. Don't you remember Carrie Bradshaw got a new cell phone number, and it was around the time that they were running out of 917 cell phones.
So she had
646.
And
she was like, 646? What is this?
Yeah.
Oh.
The new New York.
Okay. Maybe that's what it is.
I'm having
I'll never know.
major issue with 2 New York numbers, not to interrupt this, but I still have my same phone number that I've had since I got it illegally in a bodega when I was illegally living in New York City. And I really need to know what day I got divorced on.
Yes.
It's very important to me. I am doing some citizenship stuff, and I have no idea what day I got divorced on. I do know that somewhere along the lines of 2010, my ex-husband called me and was like, do you have the divorce paperwork? And I assumed he was getting remarried, and so I mailed it to him. I didn't keep a copy for me because I was like, when will I ever need this? Like an idiot. Now I can't process the thing without knowing my divorce date. It's very difficult when you don't know your divorce date to find your divorce date. Anyway, with the phone number, is that
where is this going?
It's going to. I think he has the same phone number too, and I've texted multiple times and he's not responding.
Oh.
Just tell me what day we got divorced.
There has to be another way you can find this out. It's
very difficult.
If it gets filed, like, you must have like an approximate date.
I put in an approximate date and just...
Well, this is like how I still don't know what time Ford was born.
Is it not on his birth certificate?
It is, but I can't find that thing.
Yeah. It's already lost. It's been 4 months.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's just hard. Okay, anyway, sorry.
Okay, well, that's my good week.
If anyone out there knows what day I got divorced on,
if anyone knows when Ian Somerhalder got this current phone number,
just let us know.
I just want to make sure that I didn't black out for a period of my life that I might have had sex with him.
Oh, God. I'm sure you would have remembered. I'm sure he would have made you remember. I remember being somewhere where he was telling me how lucrative the wine business was because he has like a wine I don't know. And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's the least lucrative business you can have.
It's actually like almost impossible to make money from wine, but whatever.
Yeah. So
okay, well, that's my good week. My bad week is my hair caught on fire. Yeah, I was in New York. I'm going to preface the story with that I was not drunk yet when this happened. I was at a bar. It was this like bougie, stupid lounge that was whatever. It was hard to get into. I don't even know. We walked in. But we asked them, we're like, hey, do you have a spot for 3 people? And they're like, yes, come on over here. And then walk us over to the wall.
Yeah.
So we had to
with
stand.
like a lip on the wall.
Yes.
For your drink.
Yes, with the lip on the wall, which came about to here where I was standing. And we had to stand in like our 3 spots. Like we couldn't really even shift.
Sure.
So I'm standing against the wall. I didn't realize that in this bar, they had tea light candles sitting on that ledge. Perfect angle or perfect spot where the back of my hair would touch. Now I'm talking to Jared and our friend Bryn, and out of nowhere, Bryn's like, "Oh my God, Jack, your hair is on fire." My hair was engulfed enough for her to see it from behind my shoulder.
No.
No.
Do you? Can you tell?
Shockingly, okay. I'll explain the story first.
Yeah.
It was engulfed enough where the flames were going over my shoulder. She like pushes it out on me. The whole entire bar is like, what the is going on?
It probably smelled awful.
It smelled awful. I was so traumatized and scared that I just looked at Jared and I'm like, I think I'm going to start crying. And then I just like started like just waterworks coming out of, because then I was touching my hair, pulling clumps of hair out.
Singy hair.
So it ended up, thank God,
Creating a layer.
about like, I don't even know if you can see it. There's like a chunk, is pushed back from the mic right now. There's a chunk of my hair that's like six inches shorter than the rest of it.
Yeah.
But I was just so pissed because I was like, I've spent 3 years growing out my hair.
Yeah,
and
I understand that.
And I didn't know how much was actually like taken off. But thank God it only looks like a little bit of a layer.
I can't tell.
It was so scary.
Let me tell you something about burning your hair. It can go from I got a layer to I can't get married for 5 years very quickly.
No,
you
I
are
know.
very lucky, Jack.
And
I feel like
pulling
Kelty
chunks.
your hair's been caught on fire 8 million times.
So many times.
I know. I'm like, this had
She's
to have
such
happened.
It's so different. And
She's
it
a
really,
hasty human.
It really scorches. It scorches so fast. Have you ever seen on the internet the guy that cuts hair with fire? That guy. Have you
my
seen
God.
it?
No.
Yeah, I have.
I'm like, nobody wants this.
No.
There is, I think,
Terrifying.
other than someone else's diarrhea, there's no worse smell on the planet than burnt hair. And it stays for a long time. It's skunk and it stays, like, even after you washed it, I bet if you took those ends up and you sniffed them, you still had the sniff.
I did. No, it lasted for a long time. And it just gave me anxiety every time. I was like trying to go to bed. I was like, my hair is burnt off.
It's not your fault, Jack. It's New York and those shelf they put on a wall. That's not a seat.
Shelf table.
I mean, it's a literal fire hazard.
Literal fire
I
hazard.
can't be the first person that's happened to.
Exactly.
Anyways, who's next?
Okay, Becca's next.
Okay, so actually, this is a really good segue. I don't know if this is a good or a bad week or just a topic I wanted to discuss. I'm desperately wanting to cut my hair.
I see it. I really had a dream about you with a bob again.
Did you?
Yeah, like 2 days ago. I didn't tell you, but yeah.
Weird.
Like that
But
bitch bob.
the bad thing is that there's no one that's going to be able to achieve the look that I'm going for
What are you going for?
in the Texas area.
Oh.
I don't think.
I was like, what? Could you? Nobody could achieve it?
So
My platinum
Here's the
Caesar
thing.
head cannot be cut by any of you mere mortals. The only person who can give me this haircut is God.
God himself. No, here's my predicament. The reason my hair has gotten so long is solely because I haven't had somebody that I really, want to go see. A short haircut is a hard thing to accomplish. If you have long hair, it's easy to go
Fake
see
it.
someone to trim your freaking hair.
Yeah.
So I don't know where to go. I'm also, even the big people, even like the big, really great people, there's a fad right now going on where it's like a shaggy look, and I don't want that. I want like a French
lob?
girl bob.
Oh.
Like I want it to be textured. I don't want it to be like, so I want it to be blunt. I don't want any layers. And I don't know what to do, you guys.
Don't cut it with the fire.
Okay.
Well, I was considering letting Kelty cut it tonight.
Oh my God.
Don't do that for sure.
No. Yes.
But I could give you a great bob.
That's what I
Wait,
think.
can you just have Kelty? Wait.
She's just chaotic and out of control enough to do
No,
this.
we need to do it, but like have her cut it like maybe 2 inches longer than you
Than I
actually
would want
like,
it.
And
so
then
you can
have
go
the
get
hair
it
fixed.
fixed.
Yeah. No,
I need to make sure Dom can get me in before
Tomorrow.
I leave tomorrow if I f this out.
No, because you want the.
I want it to look like someone just cut it.
Yes, it's like when I used to cut Chelsea's hair
Yes.
because it's like
Oh my God, I can't wait for this to happen.
you just don't. I don't think. Here's the thing.
Let's sell tickets to it.
If I had a good pair of hair cutting scissors, I
Let's
could really
DoorDash
crush this
it.
for you.
we can
with our
DoorDash
cookies.
them.
But I do know what you mean. It's like sometimes the hair people, they get a little too fancy for
Yeah,
it.
I don't
Yeah,
need
you
it.
want
And
it
they're
a
like
little bit messy.
slicing with special things. And basically what you want is the bluntest,
I
bluntest.
want a kitchen scissor.
You want literally
Yes.
like, did I ever tell you guys the story of when Jeff Gaddy, did I ever tell you the story about my friend Jeff when he came to hair school and I cut up his neck?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I want you to cut my hair.
Oh my God, this has to happen.
And you can get a scar too. Okay, what's your bad
Okay,
week?
my good week. I think that was bad, is that
Okay.
I wanted f***ing whatever and I don't trust anybody to do it.
Okay.
Here's my good week. I have a new word.
Ooh, we haven't had a word in a long time.
Snackcident. Would you like to hear how I'm defining it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm notorious for having a snackcident where I have a dinner that I need to go to, reservations at 7. I'm going to meet people for a proper dinner where I get to sit down, order off a menu like a civilized human.
Yeah.
But I can never stop myself from getting a little peckish before and thinking, I'm just going to have a little snack. Turns into like a 4-course
plate.
meal with cheese, crackers,
Yes.
a fucking chomps, jerky stick, pickles.
Yeah.
And my snack turns into a snackcident. And that is my word, because I do it every time I have a dinner. And then I sit down at dinner and I'm like, God damn it, I don't even want any of this.
I hate that feeling.
It's
I
the
hate
worst.
it. Especially if you're looking forward to the dinner. You're like, I know what I'm going to order. It's going to be the whole
it all
thing. And then you're like, oh. I just had a snackcident recently too, and I still thought about it.
I'd love to have
about
a
what I
snackcident.
could have had at that dinner. That I didn't want.
Right?
Yeah.
Kelty's life is a snackcident because girl doesn't eat meals.
She needs a few
it's
more.
A snack.
It's a snack. Well, when I was home in Canada, I really was by myself most of the days, and then I'd go and see my brother at night. And so, I just snacked, and it's really my preferred eating. And then I came back, and Chris is like, "Are we having dinner?" And I was like, "Oh no, you didn't see the cheese plate I just ate? That was my dinner."
Yeah.
I love a snackcident. Snacks.
I don't know if I've ever seen you have a real meal.
I've never seen you.
I had one this morning at our meeting.
That's not a meal.
We were
Lunch
literally
dinner.
grazing.
You had like
One of everything.
You had like a tart.
and like 2 bites of it.
I ate the whole thing. Okay. This is a good segue to my bad week.
Okay.
I want to take things down a level here.
Oh God.
I need to apologize to the LadyGang community in a real way. We did an episode called the Ick episode, and I discussed that I had ick for the cheese dogs at 7-Eleven. And people are
Upset.
very angry with me. I'm laughing because I feel so bad now because
people
it's funny.
Serious? And by people, how many?
People, I had multiple DMs saying, why are you so hoity-toity? You think you're better than everyone else because you don't eat the cheese dogs. I had someone write me, like a Snickers and Diet Coke is any less trashy. People were very involved in the cheese dog. And so I just want to say this. First of all, you do you is always the motto. If you want to go eat a hot dog that has been injected with a cheese sauce that has rolled on a counter for 2 days straight.
I'm hungry.
Go fucking eat your cheese dog, Like, you do you. I don't think I'm better than anyone because I don't eat the cheese dogs.
Can I just say something? Whoever these people are, please see your way out. You're uninvited. That's how I feel. It's how I feel about the people who got upset with us for making comments about turquoise nail polish. I'm sorry. If you're offended that we think it sounds gross to eat a dog that's been on a spigot.
Don't for yourself, not we.
Yeah, okay.
I hate it.
You know what? Please don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. That's how I feel. I truly believe this. Don't let these people make you feel bad for not wanting to eat old meat.
I felt so bad.
And also, we're not saying it's like above or below our class.
We're
just saying it's
gross.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Speak for
I'm
yourself.
saying have the nachos.
Have it. Do it. Whatever. I make nachos for 45 seconds in my microwave. I am not judging.
And also, Kelty being on a high horse about anything food related is
It's
laughable.
ridiculous.
Because
She's
she
the
doesn't-
least sophisticated eater I've ever met in my life.
Exactly.
But also, if you are genuinely upset, granted, I know we have some girls where tone is hard to understand.
So
they
I don't
might
know.
be funny, and I love you if you are being funny,
they
and
might
you're
be
like,
being sarcastic.
don't fucking yum my yuck.
I don't. I
Or
think
yuck
someone
my
felt.
yum.
I think someone felt that I yucked their yum.
Well, they can
And-
leave.
But you know what? It's fine. Like I'm just saying, okay, that I am someone who frequents a 7-Eleven often to get my Fountain Diet Coke. And sometimes
And Pop-Tarts.
And Pop-Tarts.
That's another thing. She eats a Pop-Tart
As a meal.
regularly.
uncooked. But my point is that I've been
Pop-Tart
in,
sounds good.
I've been in multiple times and the dogs have not moved. Okay. Like I'll check and I'll be like, is that dog fourth from the bottom on the right still there? And
Yeah.
it's there for days.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Okay. My good week.
I will eat hot meat from a Buc-ee's, though.
I don't even know what a Buc-ee's is.
Oh, shit. We're going to go when we're on tour.
What is
It is the most magical gas station chain you will ever go.
It's like a Wawa?
Yeah, Wawa is the best.
Nope.
You can get a hummus at Wawa that'll take you to
Wawa's sandwiches are unmatched.
Nope. I'm going to take you for some freaking tater tots and breakfast tacos at Buc-ee's. It is truly a Texas treasure.
Ooh, okay. I'm in.
And I'll eat their hot meat.
Eat that hot meat. Okay. Good week. So as you all know, I have iron deficiency anemia.
Oh, sweet
Oh my
Lord.
God.
And
Do we think it's Pop-Tart related?
definitely. And out of the level 200, when I got tested, I was a 5. And so I have now need to go for these iron infusions.
Yeah.
And it's been a little tricky because I was up in Canada. And so I'm supposed to go once a week, but I got to go for one and then 4 weeks of nothingness. And I went for another one. And I'm happy to report that my score is now 42.
Wow.
Okay. Here's the great news. I have 42. I do feel like I came alive. I feel like I'm more awake than I've been in a long time. But this is kind of another bad week. It's another bad. Anyway, so I had an allergic reaction to the iron last week. I didn't tell you guys. It was very dramatic, but I didn't want to tell you because I want to save it. So basically, they're pumping the iron in and they're like, you feeling okay? And I'm like, I'm fine. It takes like an hour. And then all of a sudden I got this like rash on my hand. I was like, that's weird, but like I get a rash for anything. When I eat a Pop-Tart, I get a rash because I'm not supposed to have the gluten. Like rashes, this is normal to me. And then she was like, how are you doing? And I was like, no, everything's fine. Like, but I have this little rash on my hand. And she's like, oh, that's weird. And she's looking and she's like, did it just come up? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, okay, well, let us know if anything else. She goes to sit down at her desk. I turn around to just like wave my hand and then my throat closed.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
7 nurses run over.
Benadryl?
I'm having a crazy allergic reaction to it. They take the IV out of the iron and put in the stop or
Benadryl.
whatever. The doctor's there 2 minutes and like they're freaking out. So it was like I couldn't swallow.
Oh no.
I couldn't swallow, like I had no windpipe anymore. I couldn't swallow it or breathe out of it. Anyway, it was very exciting, but I'm fine.
That just gave me like crazy anxiety.
Yeah.
Oh
So
God.
they have, and I'm also taking the special iron that's supposed to be like really easy on your body. I'm not even taking the iron that you need to sit there for 4 hours. I'm doing the 1 hour iron. Anyway, I'm fine. But what I'm really happy about is that during that appointment, they took my blood. And just this morning, I woke up to my UCLA.com, blood work you have new blood work in your system. And I looked at it and I screenshot it because I was so excited that my body.
So,
But like, how are you going to get more iron?
Can you explain?
No,
what
no.
are you?
Kelsey just threw Callie on the ground like she was a cat.
When we come back, I'll talk more about that. Fun fact, Coors introduced the first recyclable aluminum can in the 1950s and later introduced cash for cans, kicking off aluminum recycling in America. Game changers. Now they're removing plastic rings entirely and using a new, more sustainable cardboard wrap pack instead. I love this. We love a chill beer that cares about the environment. Okay, everything that's good in the world. According to National Geographic, 91% of the 8.3 billion tons of plastic produced since the 1950s still isn't recycled. Yikes. That's why Coors is committed to becoming the largest beer brand in North America to remove plastic rings by 2025. They're completely ditching them by 2025, eliminating 400,000 pounds of plastic waste every single year. They've saved over 1.1 billion gallons of water since 2016, and that's why they are the beer that's made to chill. So reach for the beer that's made to chill and made for a more sustainable future. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Drizzly or Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/lady. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. You know that we love Rothy's over here at LadyGang, and this episode of LadyGang is brought to you by Rothy's. Get $20 off your first purchase at rothys.com/LadyGang. That's Rothys, ROTHYS.com/LadyGang. It is summertime. If you're listening to this, I'm on a trip right now in Europe. And what's the first thing I packed? My white washable Rothy's sneakers. They are so freaking comfortable. They really like wick that moisture. They look chic with like a dress or jeans or going to the beach, and they're just easily up and down, and I just love them. Rothy's has tons of head-turning iconic images. That pointy toe flat that everyone wears to the office is so cool. They have guy stuff. I love them. Your new favorite shoes are waiting. Discover the versatile styles you can wear absolutely anywhere and get $20 off your first purchase at rothys.com/LadyGang. That's Rothys, ROTHYS.com/LadyGang. $20 off your first order, rothys.com/LadyGang.
Now back to the Lady Gang.
Wait, I'm not kidding you. Kelty has done that to all of my dogs. And every time I'm like, why are you doing that? And she's like, it's Callie can handle it. I'm here to tell you she cannot.
Oh my God, she has hit the ground like a big lump.
Like a sack of coal.
Come here. Are you okay?
And he like kind of like threw her up.
Like you were throwing a kid into a pool.
I'm sorry, Kelly. Anyway, okay.
It's your iron level. They're so high now.
Too much power. My iron levels are high. I'm feeling alive. Anyway, no, it was kind of at the end of the appointment. So then once they got me down, they kept the iron going, and I'll go back, and the next time they'll give me a pre-injection so that my body doesn't.
Oh, it's like what I have to do before I get like filler dissolver now because I had the.
What?
I'm concerned of how often you're having filler
Same.
dissolved.
I know. What is happening?
This is not something you should be doing all the time.
Well, it's from all the bad filler that I've gotten in my past lives.
How is it still around? It goes away.
No, I had filler, like moved filler when I got under eye filler like 8 years ago, and it moved down here, and I had like a bump, so I had to get that dissolved. But I had to take a Benadryl, the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you had to take a Benadryl too.
I'll
Your
tell
throat
you
closed?
something. When I had COVID, I paid to have the monoclonal antibody infusion.
Yeah.
Because it was like right when that was starting to be like a word on the street is this helps. And I just was so determined to not get sick that I said, okay, bring it on over. And so I hired this company and spent so much money.
Yep.
And she's sitting there and she's putting in my arm. And I said to her, I was like, my throat's itchy. Like I'm starting to get an itchy throat. And she's like, okay. So then she's like, I'm going to just give you like a little bit of Benadryl because this is, you know, I'm also allergic to everything.
Yeah.
She gives me Benadryl, and I am not kidding you. It was the greatest I've ever felt in my life.
Oh, did you get a Benadryl
sent
high?
me on a high that was so euphoric that I wanted her to leave so I could experience the high without judgment.
Oh
you
my
know what I
God.
mean?
Wait, doesn't Benadryl make you sleepy? No.
I think
Are you
it's
sure she didn't give you a
intravenous.
steroid?
No,
Because that's
she
what they gave me.
definitely-
They gave me a steroid.
No, she definitely gave me Benadryl because she's like, you might get a little sleepy. And I was like, whoa.
Oh my God, that sounds so nice right now.
Zach
weird.
came in the room and he's like, she's so
Oh
No
my God.
way.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Live your life.
It was great. I hope to have another one soon.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you just one more thing before we go into the episode? We're already in
We're
the
not in
episode.
it?
No, we're in it. We're in it.
It's been like 30 minutes.
Okay. No, let me tell you one more thing. So I did want to say the last part of my story was that when they gave me the steroid to open my throat up and to whatever, she was like, hey, just so you know, this is going to make your vagina burn. And I was like, wait, what? Like burn? And you know, people are like, it's going to make your vagina tingle sometimes, things.
Was it a real burn?
And I was like, what do you mean? And she goes, you're going to feel a lot of heat down there.
No.
And in your whole area, it's going to get really hot. And I was like, okay. And she's like, I'm telling you this because we had an old lady come in who had to have this. And I didn't tell her beforehand. And she's like, she took the medicine and then she just was yelling, my vagina's on fire! My vagina's on fire! And where you do these blood infusions is actually weirdly at the cancer center. So like you're next to people that are getting like chemo and stuff. It's like, it's very quiet. It's very homey. Everyone's wrapped in blankets. Like, so like you don't want to be screaming like my vagina's on fire. Anyway, she gave me the medicine. I confirm. Hot toddy down there. And I was like, you know what? Someone should take this medicine and they should make it into an actual medicine that you could give women because it was hot and I was like a cat. I need a cat scratch fever. Like
It was itchy?
Turned you on?
It wasn't itchy and it didn't turn me on, but it made it hot and sort of burny the way that
What kind
like
of medicine is this?
the
Also, why would I ever want this sensation?
No, the sensation would feel it's like when have you ever put like
that tingle cream.
tingle like the
Before a tan.
the hot, like that, yeah.
Oh my
exactly.
God.
If you ever put the like hot oil like lube where it like lubes up and but also gets a little hot.
Yeah.
It's like that. It was pretty good. Anyway, I'm just saying.
Cool.
Pretty good. That's all I'm saying. It's pretty good. Okay.
Hi, Callie. Are you all right?
Today we are doing casual questions.
Yes.
Here we go. What is something that most people are obsessed with that you don't get the point of?
Oh, I got mine. I mean, I've talked about this, but Harry Styles.
Oh my God.
I get it. I get why people love him. I've tried to get into his music and I just can't. It's like the light switch. It just is not happening for me. And I don't know what it is.
Is it the music? Is it the onesies?
No, I love his vibe. Like I love him. Like I do love it. The music I can't get into. It's not for me. But I don't like a lot of. I couldn't ever really get into Taylor Swift. I couldn't really get into Beyonce. Like I could never really get into
Those
the mainstream.
are all three very different
Those are very different
But
things.
they're all like the mainstream artists.
Beyonce and Taylor Swift are like on
Harry
opposite
Styles.
sides of the.
But they're like fandoms that people are literally will live and die by.
Yeah.
That like I see
I
why.
yes.
I know why for all of those artists why people are like literally
Mm-hmm.
would die for them. But I just personally can't. The flip has not switched for me.
I
switch has
feel.
not flipped.
I
Whatever it is.
feel. I feel the.
I knew it felt wrong as it was coming out of my mouth. That's fine.
The switch has not flipped for me with Beyonce ever.
Okay, but have you seen her live?
No.
Yeah. I was like, what is this bullshit? It's like, I mean, not bullshit, but I was like, okay, yeah, she's great. Like, cool. She's a wonderful performer. I don't get the like obsession. And then I saw her live and I was like, holy shit.
Oh.
She is maybe top 3 world's best performer of all time.
Oh, absolutely.
Of all time.
Absolutely.
It's insanity. It's like watching an Olympian, but in music. Like she's just sounds insanely good, singing everything live while dancing her ass off. So you can't even, it's insane.
Okay.
So,
Fine.
so take it back.
Kelsey literally didn't know how to respond.
I'm like, all right.
No, I felt, because the Beehive came for me when we first started
I know.
LadyGang.
No, I remember.
Because I think I made a comment about I didn't get it. Well, I'm sorry. Again, I'm sorry.
No, I get it. She's great. She's amazing. But I'm not like, I can't. People have countdown clocks and things like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel that way about many things.
I don't
other
feel
than
that way
Pop-Tarts.
I don't like anything.
I feel that way about Bachelor. That's what I can't get into.
Yes.
I can't.
Okay, what is something you've been meaning to try?
Are we all answering these questions or just
sorry.
one?
Yeah. Okay, wait, what's yours?
Bachelor.
Oh, right.
Bachelor?
Tons of people are obsessed with that you don't get the point of. Ooh.
And the Kardashians.
Yes, I can't. Like,
Not them in general, their show.
yes.
Yeah,
same.
I only watched it because it was on at nail salons, and now that it's not, I'm not watching anymore.
I know.
I'm watching
So many
on
of my
Instagram.
friends are like, did you watch the latest Kardashian? I'm like,
Will never say yes to that.
even when I'm like, God, I wish I had something to watch on TV. What will I watch? It's like, I'm still not putting that on.
No, me either.
Like, never.
And I like them.
Me too.
I like them too.
I like them too. I would rather not.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I think my answer is going to be tinted sunglasses.
Who is
Who's
into
into
those?
those?
Okay. Okay. I'll think of something better. But
If only you had prepared these questions.
I know.
At first, I thought she was doing that, like, it's just like lead it up to make it seem like she didn't have an
build-up.
answer.
Yeah. Well, now I'm kind of, no, I don't have an answer. Okay. Next question.
Insane.
Sorry. Okay. What's something you've been meaning to try but just haven't gotten around to it?
Balsamic Coca-Cola.
I liked it.
You did?
It does not taste like Coke.
Uh-huh.
It tastes like kombucha. So if you like kombucha,
Oh, then bummer.
yeah.
but also I'm like, is that healthy? Isn't balsamic just sugar?
Is it? I don't know how they
not
make
sure.
balsamic.
I have no. I was just.
Is it
guessing.
from an olive?
Let me look.
It's not an oil.
That's olive
It's
oil.
a vinegar. What is vinegar?
Balsamic.
I don't know.
Is vinegar water and spice, or is
I think it's sugar.
does vinegar get
We
pressed?
are idiots.
Does vinegar get pressed out of a fruit
No.
or a veggie? Is it a sauce that gets out of the fruit?
Are you Googling it, Becca? You're not fast
clapping.
enough.
No, I'm looking to see what is in balsamic. And let me tell you.
What is balsamic vinegar?
Like it's a vinegar,
It's a
but what is vinegar?
Made from unfermented grape juice.
Oh, so it is a squeezy fruit. Yes.
What about vinegar?
No. Is that olive oil or vinegar?
No, that was balsamic.
Okay, what's regular vinegar? Is a chemical known to destroy man or something. No,
How do you make vinegar?
vinegar. You take your balls after a workout.
They transform alcohol into vinegar. Oxygen and a bacteria of the genus something something must be present for the second step. Oh, it's like a fermentation of
Okay.
alcohol.
So regular vinegar is just alcohol, which is why people say you can clean with it. Balsamic vinegar is a fruit being pressed in a press.
Yes.
Wow.
It's basically like wine, but with none of the fun stuff.
Cool.
That's really good.
So what else have you not gotten around to try?
Gotten around to trying. You answer, Kelty.
Okay. My brain literally just shut off. Like, I can only entertain us so long, and now I'm just
I know. I love when you do this.
I'm like, my brain's like, power down. We love our sponsor, Everlane. Everlane is a quality clothing retailer that is dedicated to doing things the right way. That means partnering with responsible factories and ensuring that every piece of clothing looks and feels great for years to come. I have an Everlane sweater that I got when they first came on as a sponsor a few years ago, and I still love it. It wears so well, and it's such a high-quality piece. I just love it so much. Everlane partners with factories who champion fair working conditions and reducing environmental impact. And they show you the cost behind the production of every piece, from materials to labor to duties to transport. It's a really, really big deal. Plus, the clothes are freaking cute. They're like the closet staples that make you feel chic. The sweaters, the pants, like everything about it. If you want to do things differently from your core to your closet, shop Everlane. Go to everlane.com/LadyGang and sign up for the 10% off your first order. That's 10% off your first order when you go to everlane.com/LadyGang and sign up. Everlane, helping people live their best lives with the least impact on this planet. Now, a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. So many of us right now are feeling very burnt out. We're feeling emotionally just gutted. We're working too much, not taking enough time for ourselves, feel overwhelmed by the world. That is why we are so proud to work with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/LadyGang. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/LadyGang. We associate burnout with work, but that's not the only cause. You know, this constant, life that we're living just comes at you and can really make you feel stressed out. BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to remind you to prioritize yourself. I'm a big, big lover of therapy. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/LadyGang. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/LadyGang. Go try it out.
LadyGang is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Let's face it, sometimes multitasking can be overwhelming, like when your favorite podcast is playing, like the LadyGang, and the person next to you is talking and your car van is blasting, all while you're trying to find the perfect parking spot. But then again, sometimes multitasking is easy, like quoting with Progressive Insurance. They do the hard work of comparing rates so you can find a great rate that works for you, even if it's not with them. Give their nifty comparison tool a try, and you might just find getting the rate and coverage you deserve is easy. All you need to do is visit Progressive's website to get a quote with all the coverages you want, like comprehensive and collision coverage or personal injury protection. Then you'll see Progressive's direct rate, and their tool will provide options from other companies all lined up and ready to compare, so it's simple to choose the rate and coverage you like. Press play on comparing auto rates, quote at progressive.com to join the over 27 million drivers who trust Progressive.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
You're listening to the LadyGang.
You know what? I have not gotten into, this is a little old, but Inventing Anna. I see the memes everywhere. Everyone watched it. Everyone's talking about it. And it's on my watch list, but I'm not watching it. And I probably never will.
I didn't like it.
Don't say that. We had Katie Lowe's on. We told her we loved it.
I wasn't on the episode.
No, I watched an episode and a half with Chris, and I liked it, and it was fine. I just don't know that I'm ever going to finish. Like, I have a lot of shows that I started. I started 1883. Tim Gunn. Tim Gunn. You're not the actor for me. Like, the other Yellowstone is so good that 1883 is just like Violence and Faith Hill. And I'm like, no, I'm good. So it's just anyway, okay.
I understand that. I think also we're in an age where it's really hard to follow through with watching television shows.
It's never
hard.
ending.
It is hard.
And you know what I think it is? It's really hard to put your phone down and commit to watching TV.
Even last week when I was watching Drag Race, which is the best season because it's all winners, all-star season.
You were on your phone.
I was second screening.
See, there's only a few shows. I've realized that I only like a very specific type of a show. Mm-hmm. Like, even with Stranger Things, I was trying to watch it with Jared, and I was like, this is not for me. It's not. I found myself going on my phone because if it's a good show, I won't. Like Severance, I was off. I was like, I'm obsessed with this. I have to watch every second of it. But it's just some shows are just not
your cup of tea. Not your cup of tea.
Not the vibe.
Do you have one that you've been meaning to try?
No.
Okay. Next question. What piece of entertainment do you wish you could erase from your mind so you could experience it for the first time again? I do know my answer.
What?
Neverending Story, the movie.
Oh.
When I was a kid, I just loved that flying dog so much. And I feel like I wasn't as aware of how magical it was. And if I could just watch it again as an adult on a mushroom.
Yeah, on a mushroom. I don't like to rewatch movies. There's only a handful of movies I will rewatch, and most of them, strangely enough, Jason Bateman is I can always watch his movies, and anything Leslie Mann is in for some reason, like Judd Apatow's movies. But anything else, I can't. But there are a few movies like Sleeping with the Enemy, Julia Roberts, one of her original movies, best movie ever.
I've literally never heard of it.
I'm upset. I'm jealous.
I've never seen it either.
We're watching it tonight.
Are we?
It's so good.
Can I get on my phone?
You guys, Jack, you would love it. It's true crime.
It is?
Oh.
Yes. It's a woman who marries a psychopath, and she has to plan on her escape. She fakes her death.
Oh.
Wait, did you just ruin it? Spoiler?
Oh, sorry. No. That's like kind of in the beginning of the movie.
Okay.
I want that experience again. I want A Star is Born again.
First Star is Born or this second one?
Bradley Cooper. I want that one again.
Yeah.
Because that was really, I sobbed at the end of that movie.
Beautiful.
The
Jack?
dog.
Let me look.
I can't ruin it again. You didn't see it?
Let me look at it
Are
again.
you kidding
I
me?
never
it?
watch movies. I don't.
Oh, wow. Even I am. It's a
is
a
so-
rock and roll movie.
Well, I don't like.
It's a movie
I don't
with
like
songs.
musicals, that's
It's
for
not
sure.
a musical.
It
It's
is-
literally like Penny Lane on crack.
Oh,
I know.
So good.
I know. Maybe that's something I haven't gotten around to watching.
Okay.
That's the answer to my last question. My answer to this question is if I could like relive something, it would be listening to all of the music that I fell in love with when I was a teenager.
Wasn't it about a movie or a TV show?
Entertainment.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Because
Apologies.
I've never loved anything in my life the way that I've loved music at that age. So if I could have that feeling again, I've just like grown so numb to life that nothing brings me happiness.
I used to take the Smashing Pumpkins lyrics and like write them out and draw flowers around flower daisies and then put it on my wall. Like I really loved Smashing Pumpkins.
Which Smashing Pumpkins lyric?
All of them.
Did I tell
Tonight,
you?
Tonight, of course.
I mean, that is one of the best songs of all time in my mind.
Dun, dun, dun. He's in like the macrame video.
Yeah.
Oh,
So good.
incredible.
They have a TikTok. Their TikTok is popping, by the way.
The Smashing Pumpkins?
Yeah, they're like doing
I
TikTok
love when
right.
unassuming
Yep.
people, like celebrities, really get into TikTok.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah, their TikTok's great.
Speaking of music, would you guys like to detour the bus? I actually wanted to propose something. I should do it on the podcast. I was going to propose it off.
Okay.
Don't be so upset. It could
I'm not
be
upset.
a great idea. Okay.
I have tons of room for all kinds of changes.
Okay. So we're going to be going from Detroit
Oops.
to. Are we not allowed to say? This will be out
No,
by
this
then.
is fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
We're going to be going
It will be out. Yeah.
We'll be going from Detroit to Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Like Detroit a day, Charlotte,
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you guys be open? Charlotte and Atlanta are only 4 hours apart. Okay. Would you be open to going Detroit, Atlanta for the day off, seeing Cam, and then going to Charlotte?
I would love to do this for you. The reason we have that day off is because the bus can only drive so many miles.
It's 10 hours.
Yeah, he can't. It's too long.
It's the same distance from Detroit to Atlanta.
We will talk about this. There was
I've already logistically worked it out. We just have to say yes or no.
okay.
I mean, I'm always down for a show.
I'm down for it if it doesn't cost any extra money.
Boo.
Next question.
Boo, whore.
When do you feel
Boo, you whore. Isn't it Mean Girls?
Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Boo, you whore.
when do you feel truly alive? When Kelty says no.
Not then. I mean, after a really good bowel movement.
Oh,
me too.
Yes.
The lightness I experience. Do you have, okay, what's it called? There's got to be a term and maybe we can think of it. This is TMI, but do you sometimes have a movement and then for like hours after, you're kind of like reliving it like it was good, like when you have good sex
Oh my God.
and you like kind of go back to that feeling and you like, you can feel it again, the release? Or like you're still reminded of it.
Yes. Well, because I am not happier in life than when I've just had a successful, satisfying poop.
I just love
There's
it.
nothing better.
I like think of it like it was like a flirtation, and I giggle.
Anytime Jared goes poop more than once a day, he's like, I gotta go. I'm like, I would do anything to do that. Anything.
There's something very like that Benadryl in my IV. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Here's a question to Lady Gang.
alive.
If we made a suppository that was made for your bums, maybe your vagina in some ways, would you want it? Like, do you want the best suppository that you can just put in when you're putting your makeup on and then instantly have a big poop before you leave the house?
That's not how
you
they
can
work.
do that. A suppository is more like
Well,
for
they do.
hemorrhoids.
No, you can do a
it
suppository in your
at
butt,
night.
but all
At night.
No, you
glycerin.
can do it, and they work pretty fast. But that's only for a certain type of constipation. So personally, that's not
for
how
when
mine
it's
works.
too hard,
And it's at the end, waiting to say hi, but like it needs some
like when I was in the
lube.
fetal position in this bathroom right here, and I had
Yes.
to use a fucking enema.
Yeah.
We never told that story because I was so
We did.
scarred.
Yeah, we did. Kelsey and I told
We
it
told
while
it while you were
doing
there.
it.
No, not the details of what happened in there.
Yeah. I think you told, didn't you tell the story?
Didn't you
It was
come
so
back
big
and
and you
tell
had to
us?
cut it up. What'd you cut it with?
No, the actual end of the enema. It was. I can't even talk about it. I'm so upset. I'm so upset.
Okay, last question.
Okay.
What would be some of the most annoying things about having yourself as a roommate?
Everything.
Oh my God, we all know
God.
mine. Well,
Well, we do know, Jax.
if you had to sleep in the same bed as me, I have a lot of annoying things that I do. And then also I pee so many times in the night, and I don't want to wake the person that I'm
There's
staying
medicine
with.
for that.
So you don't flush.
So I don't flush
That's
the
what
toilet.
I do, and Zach hates it.
Chris is
Wait,
very
you do that?
Yes.
You were the one that found out that I did it. You called me out on the LadyGang tour.
Oh, well, maybe you shouldn't do it to us. I mean, if you would do it in the privacy of your own home with your spouse.
But like, I don't want to wake you up. Is it better to be woken up by the
I don't want to
toilet
wake up
flushing
to
5
your
times?
urine.
I don't
and
mind.
toilet
I don't
paper.
mind waking up to your urine.
And I do it to Zach. But he's my husband. He has to put up with it.
I do to Chris, and he'll go in and flush it. He's so mad about it.
So
I'm
you
like,
guys
just
both
pee
gave
on
me
top of
differing
it.
answers.
Yeah, I'm
so
on your
how
team.
am I supposed to know?
We'll see who you're rooming with.
No.
You'd rather me flush the toilet 5 times
If-
in the middle of the night?
Okay.
We wouldn't wake up. We're very sound sleepers.
Well, no.
Must be
Yeah.
nice.
But I do it for Zach. But it's also because I don't like to get I'm in sleep mode still, and I
Yes.
don't want to hear the toilet
No, that's how I am too.
flush. So it's selfish.
I'm trying to like kind of stay asleep while I'm doing everything.
Yes.
And I'm like, I don't want to yes.
But I don't want to see your pee on the tour bus.
Well, that's not how the tour bus bathroom works.
true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'll tell you my most annoying thing about me as a roommate. My brother recently brought it up to me. For all the things that we've been going through, he found the time to tell me one of my biggest flaws.
What?
Which I thought was hilarious. He's like, "No, I love going to your house. I love LA. I'm going to get back out there. We're going to hang out. We'll cook. There's just one thing about your house, though." And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Your sink's always dirty."
Oh.
There's always a little schmegma in the butt because I will rinse and then put in the thing. Like there'll always be a
the
plate.
kitchen sink.
The kitchen sink. The kitchen sink is always some old, like my brother's
Schmegma
sink.
is an actual That is a term for junk inside the foreskin of a penis.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think you were going for schmutz.
Kelsey.
Schmutz? Schmegma. Oh my God, are you not supposed to use that word around your in-laws?
No. You use the term schmegma?
I don't know. I've always called it schmegma.
That's literally
Is it a lyric? Is that like a doctor approved?
Yes,
or is that
a
an urban
medical
dictionary?
term for, let me tell
Okay.
you.
Well, I want to clear something up. There is no schmegma.
This is on WebMD. Schmegma is the thick, white, cheesy substance that
Oh my
collects
God.
under the foreskin of the penis.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
I want to make something clear. There's no schmegma in my sink. There's, what do you call it? Schmeg?
Schmutz.
Schmutz.
Oh, there's some schmutz in my sink.
You're never going to get those two straight.
No. Anyway, my sink's gross. Becca, why are you a bad roommate?
I mean, why aren't I? I'm trying to think of the things that Zach gets annoyed with. I leave the doors open all the time because the dogs are outside, and I don't like to shut the door when they're outside because I often forget they're outside, and I don't
can't
want
come
them
back in.
dying in the heat.
Yeah.
So I think it's actually not that bad of a thing.
That's not bad.
I do have to have the TV very loud. I cannot hear it.
It's because you're singing. You've burst out your eardrum.
I don't know what it is, but I cannot hear TVs.
That's weird.
That is weird. And I hated too loud TV. I feel like it's like coming at me. I'm like, just let me live and
Yeah, I know,
enjoy
you like
you.
Can
silence.
someone tell me if this thing exists? And I think maybe I've asked.
Yes,
but
you can have your own headphones.
you can, right?
Yeah.
How?
They're a sharper image. And
What
it
do you mean
connects to
your
your
own
phone.
headphones?
If you want to watch TV and listen to the TV, you can have a headphone that
But,
is
like,
it's connected to your TV.
Is it? Oh, do you need to have a certain type of TV?
I have no idea. I don't know that, but I do
I
know.
need this. I'm looking it up
Okay.
because it's an issue.
All right.
And then I can watch Housewives because Zach hates hearing those
There you
bitches.
go.
Exactly. All right. Well, this was really fun.
Okay.
I learned a lot about schmegma, and we will see you next Tuesday. Thanks for listening. The Lady Gang is produced by Alex Ingber, Steve Delameter, and Jared Monaco. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review our podcast. And if you love it, share it with your friends on social media. Like, oh my God, I just listened to Lady Gang. This episode's so great. Swipe up to listen. And if you really want to, which we know you do, please follow us on social. At Kelty, at Becca, at Jack Vanek, and at The Lady Gang. Sign up for our newsletter at theladygang.com and join our secret Facebook group. It's super fun. See you next Tuesday.